We are back outside, guys, and it's supposed to rain a lot today. Thank God it hasn't rained yet, but we're finna get into it. 7 signs God wants you to remove someone out of your life. No, first of all, if you truly support me, you gonna hit that like button. Not just watch me, but support me. You gonna hit that like button, you gonna hit that share button. You gonna subscribe to this channel and donate as well. Number one, they refuse to grow. This is a sign that God wants you to remove someone out of your life. It could be your mom. It could be your dad. It could be your sisters. It could be your family, your friends that refuse to grow. And you are growing. They don't want to hear nothing about growth. They don't want to hear nothing about purpose. It's because a lot of people, they ain't trying to grow. They're not trying to have a purpose. They don't want to hear nothing about that because it take a lot of accountability to grow. It take a lot of self-reflection to grow. It take a lot of shadow work to grow. And this is a sign that God wants you to remove them out your life. You know, when you talk about growth, when you talk about purpose, and you having plans and goals, people gonna be looking at you like you crazy. You know, people gonna be like, huh? You got goals? You got a purpose? You know, I thought your purpose is just working a regular 9 to 5, because that's what a lot of people think. Which, I mean, if that's somebody's purpose, that's somebody's goal, working 9 to 5, getting a job, that's okay, right? But it's some people that's out here that's chosen by God, that want their own business, that want an actual career, you know what I'm saying? That want to go to college, you know what I'm saying? So when it come down to them refusing to grow, they not gonna want to hear that. You know, it's some people, they grow a little bit, guys, and then they basically stop. But us chosen ones, we don't just want to grow a little bit. We want to grow a whole lot. We know for a fact that we can do all things through the God that's within us. And we just love to see ourselves grow. And we know for a fact that there's no limit on our potential when it comes down to growth. But in some people, they'll grow a little bit and then they'll stop. God wants you to remove those people out your life, because when a person is not growing, a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, they become stagnant. They get bored easily. They end up miserable. But us chosen ones, we want to just continue to keep growing. So our life is constantly exciting. Our life is constantly filled with new ideas and new places, and you know, to grow. You know what I'm saying? So, and we got new minds and new plans, because we forever trying to grow. We know for a fact that our growth is limitless as long as we got God that's within us. So when you being around a person that's refusing to grow, that's not like-minded, you want to distance yourself from them, because they're gonna be negative about your goals. They're gonna be negative about what you got going on. They is, because they're like, man, you know, how do you get all this energy to grow? And you know, I only grow a little bit and now I'm just stagnant. It's because it's the God that's within you. You know what I'm saying? And they're not spiritual. They don't understand that we are like many guys on this earth. You know what I'm saying? We is. And we have the power to continue to grow. You know what I'm saying? Us chosen ones, we can't be complacent. We can't be stagnant. That's not us. We're about elevating. We're about growth. We're about change. You know what I'm saying? Because God is in us, want us to constantly evolve, all right? He want us to grow in him. So this is a sign that God wants you to remove someone out your life when they refusing to grow and they just not like-minded. Number 2, they are negative about your goals. This is another sign that God wants you to remove someone out your life. Excuse me, y'all. When a person is negative about your goals, and the reason why they're negative about your goals is because they don't have any positive goals. They don't. And they're most likely, they're idle-minded, and they have negative goals. You know what I'm saying? So when you got positive goals and you about growth, you about change, people, they not gonna want to hear none of that. They're not gonna want to hear that you writing a book. They're not gonna want to hear that you starting a YouTube channel. They're not gonna want to hear that you starting a Rumble. They're not gonna want to hear that you starting an Instagram page. They're not gonna want to hear that you starting a makeup line. They don't want to hear that you starting a clothing line. They don't want to hear that you're going to college for something that make a lot of money. They're gonna be negative. They're gonna always bash what you got going on. When you know, when a person is negative about your goals, man, because they ain't got no goals. That's why. No, a lot of people, they don't want to hear nothing about no goals, because a lot of people are lazy. A lot of people got a low vibration. A lot of people, They don't believe in themselves. You know, they don't want to change. They don't think that they can do better than what they than the current environment and mindset that they in right now. They don't think that they can do better than that. So guys, man, when a person being negative, that's God telling you to remove them out your life. You don't want that person around you, because it's like, golly, man, it's like, why are you being so negative about my goals? You starting to think that. But I understand why, guys. It's because they don't have nothing going on. They ain't got no other goals, man. All right. Number 3, another sign that God wants you to remove someone out your life. They are jealous of your energy. You know how many people around here that's jealous of your energy in this world? They know you got God within you. They know you got a high vibration. They know that you're elevating, and they can't stand that. It's like the light within you, it bothers the darkness that's within them. The angels that's within you is bothering the demons that's within them. It's shaking them up. You know, they feel timid when they come around you. You know what I'm saying? They feel like you feel like you better than everybody else. But really, they feel like they because they have low self-esteem. They don't have self-belief. They don't have willpower. You know what I'm saying? They don't have confidence. You know what I'm saying? When a person is lacking confidence, when a person is lacking God, when a person is not chosen, you know what I'm saying? And you are, when they get around chosen ones, they get timid. When you look in their eyes, they turn their head real quick. Or when you come around, they walk away. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be around you guys. They don't. They feel like, man, I feel this energy from this guy. You know what I'm saying? It's something about this guy. You know what I'm saying? Or when you come around, they'll look at you and give you and mean mug you. They mean mug you because they know for a fact that, you know, you got God that's within you. And they know for a fact that you about to expose who they truly is. You know, that they really insecure. No, your securities, one thing I notice about being a chosen one and having God that's within me, your securities bring out the insecurities of someone else. Because of your frequency, man, your vibration. You just vibing too high. That's what it is. Your vibration is just too high for them. So it's bringing out all the insecurities. And it's like, man, I can't be around this person. They end up leaving. They end up walking away. And they don't want to talk to you. You know, they don't want to be around you. Because they know for a fact that you are on the path of growth. And they not. They know for a fact that their self-esteem is is low. And your self-esteem is high. That's why, guys, you know, frequency, energy, it don't lie. You know what I'm saying? You could feel when you in a room with someone that's at a low vibration. You could feel that energy, guys. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? They start acting funny. You wonder why they start acting funny when you come around. It could be your own family members. They acting funny. Every time you come around, they act funny. But it's okay, guys, because you got the God that's within you. You know, your light is shining too bright for them. It's blinding them. You know what I'm saying? It's really blinding them. And when you come around, you just bring out all the insecurities in them. They disagree with everything that you say. You know, they lie on you. They try to make it seem like you're the problem when really is they are the problem. They don't like you because they don't like the vibration that you're on. See, it's not that they don't like you. They don't like the spirit that's within you. They don't like the God that's within you because the demons and the devil and the fallen angel spirits that's within them, guys. It's all spiritual, guys, all right? So don't be bothered by these people. Another sign that God wants you to remove someone out of your life, y'all are not like-minded. When you dealing with a person that's not like-minded like you, it's a lot of confrontation that goes on. It's a lot of arguing. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of disagreement. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is when a person is not like-minded, you know what I'm saying, and not like spirit, they don't have the same spirit as you, similar to yours, because nobody has the same exact spirit, right? But they're not at the vibration that you are on, right? They're going to try to find something wrong with everything that you say. You know what I'm saying? What they're going to do is they're going to find something wrong with the messenger and disregard the message. This is what happened when the people are not when people are not like-minded like you. You know, even though you can have the right message, but since they got something against the messenger, since they don't like the messenger, they don't like the God that's within you, they're going to disregard the message or they're going to shoot down the message. This is what happened, guys, all the time when you are not like-minded. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got God within their mind. They're not heavenly minded. You know what I'm saying? You know, they hell bound. You know what I'm saying? They demonic minded. So they gonna try to find something wrong with your message, even though it's right. Even if it's right, guys, you know, they gonna always trying to find something wrong with it because they don't like the messenger. So you guys gotta understand, when a person don't like the messenger, they gonna disregard the message, and they gonna always try to find something wrong. You just gotta be wise. You gotta be smart. You got to check, like, okay, this person, they don't like me. I'm gonna just remove myself, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just block this person out, ignore this person. You gotta ignore people like that. That's not like-minded. They gonna try to make it seem like you so wrong and they always so right. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened, guys, when you deal with people that's narcissists, Jezebels, incubus. You know, they got all these demonic spirits that's working through them. So you got to understand, this is what's going to happen when you get around these type of people. They're going to, a Mrs. or a Mr. Know-it-all. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going to happen. You know, they're not going to, y'all not going to be like-minded. They're going to think that you are always wrong and they always right, all right? But that's the sign that God wants you to remove them out your life. Another sign that God wants you to remove someone out your life, they have self-esteem issues. When a person has self-esteem issues, guys, a lot of times they're miserable. Everything like really bothers them, guys. You know what I'm saying? And high vibrational people is what's bothering them. And this is a sign that God wants you to remove them out your life. When a person's self-esteem is so low, you know, they wish that they can do what you can do. They wish that they was making the same income that you was making. They wish that they can step out on faith like you stepping out on faith. But they can't because of their self-esteem. So this is a sign that God wants you to remove them, because your self-esteem is not low. So God don't want you hanging around people that got low self-esteem, all right? Because they're going to try to project that energy onto you. They can, all right? Another sign that God wants you to move someone out your life, they always want attention. A person that always wants the center of attention, you need to remove them out your life, because they're going to try to drain you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try to steal your frequency. And they're going to always want you to give them attention. They always want the attention on them. It's because they lacking that. Maybe their mom never gave them attention. Maybe their dad never gave them attention. Their family, their friends, you know, people around them is not giving them attention. So they always want attention. So they're going to try to steal your frequency, steal your energy by trying to get you to always give them attention. You know, and I'm talking about grown people. You know, it's like a pet dog or a baby. You know, they always want that attention a lot of times. I'm not saying all babies or all pet dogs, but they always want your attention a lot of times, right? Excuse me. But when you deal with a grown person that always want attention, you know that that's a narcissistic personality that's using them. That's a demonic spirit that's working through them, guys. And you don't want to be around a person that always want attention. It's energy draining. It's time consuming. You know what I'm saying? They just want to feel good. You know what I'm saying? They always want somebody to validate them, because internally they haven't validated themselves. They're not enough for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't done no shadow work, so they're gonna be trying to get that outside of attention. You know, they're gonna try to seek that attention from outside of them by trying to get attention from everybody that's around them. You know what I'm saying? They always, even if they have to lie, you know, even if they have to stir up commotion or drama, all this type of stuff to get that attention, that's a demonic spirit that's working through them, guys. So you don't want to be around a person that always want attention. You know what I'm saying? It could be your own. You could be in a relationship with somebody like that always want attention, guys. You know, guys, your time, your energy, your frequency, your discipline, your focus. You know what I'm saying? That all matters. That's very, very important. You gotta value that. You gotta value where you put your focus at. Excuse me, guys. A lot of people, they don't value that. You know what I'm saying? They just put their attention, they'll focus on anything. Guys, you gotta be focusing on your goals. You know what I'm saying? Bettering your life in God, man. Because, like I said, man, you don't want to be around these leeches. If you in a relationship like that with a partner that's always wants your attention, you need to get out of that relationship in a snap of a finger. Because, like I said, you can't elevate like that. You can't grow like that in God. You can't. It's like they want you to become. They want you to actually basically worship them. They see, they don't want you to focus on God no more. They want to be your God. You know what I'm saying? What you mainly focusing on, that's what you kind of like idolizing. That's what you worshiping. A lot of people are doing that though. A lot of people want you to focus on them. Guys, man, stop doing that. Focus on your goals. Focus on the God that's within you, so you can elevate and get to the next higher position in God, man. All right. Another sign that God wants you to remove someone out your life, they're always miserable. Like I said, man, you don't want to be around a person that's always miserable. I mean, and these type of people, they always scouting other people out. They nose real big. They very, very nosy, guys. People that's always miserable. They always trying to figure out what somebody else got. They always trying to figure out what somebody else is doing. And it's religious people that's like this too. It's so-called Christian people that's like this too. It's so-called Catholic people that's like this too. It's some people that say they got God flowing in them, you know what I'm saying? You know, that they saved by God are like this too. But why though? Because people that are saved by God, they're focusing on God. They're focusing on, you know, bettering their life. They focusing on becoming more spiritual. They focusing on putting in some work for God. That's what they focusing on. They ain't got time to be worrying about somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fake, you know, so-called fake, you know, I got God that's living within me. You know what I'm saying? People. It's a lot of so-called saved people that are not actually saved. They just think they saved because they always worrying about what other people doing. They always jealous of other people. They always miserable. How you saved and miserable? How you saved by God and miserable? It's a lot of people that's like this. It's a lot of people that's claiming that they saved by God, jealous of other people. It's a lot of people that say that they saved by God that's not happy within themselves. You know how many people that's like that? That say they got God that's in them. That say that they doing all things through Christ. They think they got faith in God that's miserable. How you miserable with faith in God? It's so many Christians that's like this. You know what I'm saying? It is. And the reason why I talk about the Christian, because like I said, I used to be a Christian. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that type of that type of guy. And I realized, like, man, it ain't even about a religion. It's about having God within you. It's about feeling the spirit of God. You know what I'm saying? It's about you having a personal connection with God. It's not even about being no religion. And when I broke free from religion, when I broke free from tradition, you know what I'm saying? That's when I actually felt God. You know what I'm saying? Cause I realized it's a personal experience. It ain't about what church I go to. Having a personal relationship with God ain't about what church you go to. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a church within you. You gotta have God that's within you working through you. So, but it's a lot of people that are miserable saying that they saved. They not saved, man. They lying, jealous of people, jealous of other people. How you saved? Worried about what other people got. What about another person's success? Jealous of someone else's success. How you saved? And lying and saying that you not when you are. When they know that you are. Man, it's so many people, man. They like I said, they've been turned over to a reprobated mind. Misery is a reprobated mind, man. You know what I'm saying? And the devil love misery too. The demons love miserable people. They can have a field day with them. They can, guys. They can literally have a field day with miserable people because they already mad. They already not happy. They already don't have the spirit of God flowing through them. But it's so many people that's claiming that they so righteous, miserable. Got a succubus spirit, want to drain other people. You know, see someone else get something, they want it. They get mad and angry at them. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? So-called church people. It's so many church people that's like this, man. It's sad. And they confusing other people that's actually got God that's within them. They having other people thinking that they can be miserable. They can be jealous. They can be nosy. They could be focusing on the wrong things and still have God that's within them. That's a lie. That's a lie. You know, this is why a lot of people in the church is going astray. This is why a lot of people don't want to go to church. So-called Christian people are mad, miserable about their life. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder, why is they so angry about their life? Because they really ain't got God that's within them, man. They don't. Because God got a purpose and a plan. Always complaining about what they ain't got. Always complaining about, where they at in life. They don't want to find a solution to the problem. They want to pray and have faith. They don't believe in faith without works and dead. Work is dead. They just want to pray and have faith and get their ties to the church. Nah, you got to come up with a solution and work towards a better life. But they so lazy, they so low vibrational, but they got God that's within them. They save. Man, it's so many fake people, fake lying people save people nowadays, man. It's sad, man. But guys, man, if a person is always miserable, that's a sign that God don't want you, that God wants you to remove them out your life. Hope you got some out of this message. Hope it encouraged you. I hope that enlightened you. It's Coleman. I'm out.